There was a major scare today at one of the country's largest newspapers. The offices of USA Today in McLean were abruptly evacuated right at lunchtime after a 911 caller reported seeing an ex-employee with a gun in the building. All right, so this happened at the Gannett building on Jones Branch Drive near Tyson's Corner. Late this afternoon, police declared the building all clear. They said they found the ex-employee and that no crime was committed. But there are still a lot of unanswered questions about all of this. Scott Broom has been on the scene since shortly after the alert went out. So, Scott, bring us up to speed on what we know right now.
Well, the chief today, Chief Ressler from Fairfax County, used his words very carefully, saying no crime was committed, but he didn't say no incident occurred. And other than that, they haven't commented about exactly what exactly happened here. The building back open. It took 3 hours to get this building swept. No injuries, no crime. But again, no explanation for what may exactly have caused this alarm to be raised in these very, very uncertain times.
Hundreds of USA Today employees and others who work in the double towers of the Gannett building calmly evacuate.
It was an alert that came over the emergency alarm that we should leave the building immediately and get away from it.
Journalists tweeting shots of tactical officers beginning a sweep of the building.
Staff from our Special Operations Division are searching floor by floor.
Police said many employees had sheltered in place. Journalist Matt Szynski.
The loudspeaker of the building came on and told us that we all needed to, that there had been an incident in the building and that we all need to file out as quickly as possible.
Right now, we do not have any evidence that an actual crime has occurred.
Fairfax Police Chief Ed Ressler announcing no injuries.
A person of interest was located at another area of Fairfax County, and we are talking to that person right now. We will continue with our investigation to understand how these events unfolded. Everybody in that building did the right thing. They saw something that was out of place and they called 911. This shows that people in our county and hopefully throughout the country are training themselves.
Basically, I was just following directions, got out as quickly as possible, and as soon as I felt as though I was at a safe distance, I turned my cameras around.
A couple of reflections on all of this today. Everybody I talked to is just sort of remarkable, the sort of sense of calm and routine that went along with this whole thing, almost like things like this are now expected. Kind of bizarre out here. Police told us they are reviewing all the security video and other sources they have to get to the bottom of what exactly occurred here, whether it was a false alarm or not, that raised the alarm. But again, no crime, no injuries. The building is back open now. Reporting live in McLean, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
Yeah, we look forward to getting some more clarity on this. Scott, thank you.
Well, this afternoon's incident didn't just affect the employees at USA Today. A nearby school went into lockdown while police were investigating. And Jess Arnold is there live. And Jess, you have that part of the story for us. What can you tell us?
Yeah, hey there. Well, I actually was running into a bunch of parents coming out of Basis Independent McLean, which is right behind me. It was on lockdown throughout that entire investigation, but that lockdown was lifted in time for parents to pick up their kids right around 3:30, which is when classes typically let out. I have one student here, 11-year-old Trinity Pasamarthi. You can come join me. She just was picked up by her mom right now. She's been at algebra camp for this week. So can you tell me a little bit about what happened when you were inside?
So they told us to be that there was lockdown. We really didn't know what happened. We could still travel to school, but we really didn't know what was outside. Our teacher kept assuring us that it was safe, but we really didn't know what was happening. So we watched a movie till the lockdown was lifted, but then I kind of searched it up on my phone and found out what happened.
So when you looked it up on your phone and you're seeing that there was a potential of someone who was armed nearby, what was going through your head?
I was like, wow, that's really scary. That was really close to me. But I also knew the teacher kept assuring us it was safe, so I tried to stay calm.
Do you prep for this kind of thing in school or at camp?
I don't like to have lockdowns at school or at camp, but I just know that it's potential danger. And this is actually my first time actually having it, not as a drill, but like an actual event.
Did you feel prepared after having some of those drills before?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's good. What about tomorrow? How are you feeling about coming to camp?
I feel fine coming to camp, but I just hope this doesn't happen again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. And we did talk to some teachers earlier. I called the school right before we went live here with Trinity to ask if they plan to do anything differently tomorrow. Some of the school officials are in a meeting as we speak, so I'm going to be giving them a call back afterwards to see if they're taking any other precautions or if it's business as usual come tomorrow. I'm reporting live in McLean. Jess Arnold, WUSA 9.
All right, Jess, thanks so much.